fortitude. Wouldn't surprise to see Brazil go with a repeat of the penalty takers against Uruguay. They're all there and available. Does that make it easier for Brazil? Just wind back the clock, boys. Do what you did just a few days ago against Uruguay. On that occasion, Andreas Pereira stepped up first, followed by Lucao, Danilo, Jaja, and Gabriel. Each team will nominate 5 penalty takers. And if the match is not decided at the end of those penalties, it will go into sudden death in the penalty shootout. He is a very, very calming influence on his team. Julio Sousa, his players almost having to reach in there, you know, to make sure they can hear the coach. Very undemonstrative, very calm. Who is the calmest of all, though? You can argue all you like about who might have deserved to go through on the run of play through this match. All of that now becomes largely irrelevant as the officials decide which end of the park they will take the penalties from. Final huddle from the Brazilians. And for the third time in the match, the captains will come to the officials, receive instructions, and there will be a toss of the coin. This will decide the shooting order. Danilo has won the right to dictate that shooting order. Let's see exactly what he has decided to do. Do you shoot first, put the pressure on? Big moments in these young men's lives, their careers. Gian. Two goalkeepers now, Moreira there with an embrace and again instructions. Remembering that the goalkeepers are allowed to move laterally. They can move on the goal line. What they cannot do is move off that goal line. They cannot advance before the penalty is taken. And that is something the officials are charged with keeping an eye on. The referee's assistant will take his position on the goal line, wide of the goal. And the referee will take his position in the penalty area. Well, what do you do as coaches? You stand back, you wish your boys well, you cross your fingers, and you hope that the footballing gods are on your side. They are, for the moment, staying with the same order as against Uruguay. Andreas Pereira will step up first for Brazil. signed at Manchester United through to the end of 2018. How calm, how cool is he? That's how calm, that's how cool. Brazil 1-0. Coolly taken, ice in his veins. And the man who came so close to opening the scoring in this match at this very end of the park. His left foot drive cannon back off the post and to safety from a Brazilian perspective. He has not scored at the tournament. And this, of course, is a goal that would not count in respect of a player's record, given it is in a penalty shootout. So much to his nation. Gian has been told in no uncertain terms to get back on his goal line. Ronnie Lopes to try and level it up for Portugal. And he does. That is a very, very cool penalty and a rather disdainful glance towards the keeper. Sent the keeper the wrong way. That's how you take a penalty, he says. So we've had Manchester United and Manchester City represented with the opening two penalties here between Portugal and Brazil. And they stay on script. Lucao, who scored against Uruguay right at this moment in the match. And both keepers are just been told, so time is not for wasting here. Lucao. Lucao strikes wide. Brazil are the first to blink. Just grazing the post, but sadly for Lucao, it grazes the wrong side. Portugal with the advantage, but it is only an advantage if Guzzo can score. Rafael Guzzo. Straight at the keeper. (1-1) in the penalty shootout. You can only assume that Guzzo thinks the keeper's going to dive out of the way. We're back on level terms. Danilo. The sound you can hear is that of Andre Moreira looking to try and make sure the boots are clean and have plenty of purchase. Danilo. A really good penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way, but regardless, it's going to take one heck of a save to stop that hitting the back of the net. fans chant Brazil, Brazil. Andre Silva has to put that well and truly out of his mind. Somehow he has to shut out the noise. The referee, you know, is within his rights here to issue a yellow card if he... Ungentlemanly conduct. Tell you what, I don't think he's far off that. You know, Andre Silva, 4 goals in the tournament. Can he score in the shootout to level it up at 2 apiece? Silva's hit it wide. Well, the pain, the anguish of one young man delights another nation. Never looked comfortable and hooked it wide of goal. So now it is Brazil with the advantage. And they have now changed the order. At this time against Uruguay, it was Jaja. Gabriel, who scored what proved to be the winning penalty, has come up one in the order. Oh, the keeper almost saves, but it hits the back of the net. They are 1 moment away now, Brazil, from the semi-finals. Perhaps that's why they sent him up. Portugal must score. Nuno Santos must score to take this to the 5th and final. Penalty takers, at least from Brazil. For Portugal to have another attempt, Brazil would have to miss. Santos must score. Oh, and he doesn't. Brazil are through to the semi-finals. Pictures tell the story. It's a story of delirium and delight for Brazil. It's a story of despair and heartbreak for Portugal. Brazil, in consecutive matches at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, win penalty shootouts, and they are through to the semi-finals. Gian was not required to make the save as that ball from Nuno Santos sailed high and ultimately harmlessly over the crossbar.
So Brazil into the semi-finals. It's also a shootout between Germany and Mali to decide their